Power. Shauna's from Goddess Power.
Yes.
And we are here today to do some readings and chat and just spend the day having you guys tell us what you'd like to know and to hear. Shauna, how was your week?
My week was good, of course. My birthday was yesterday, so I have been relaxing, recuperating, and getting back into the groove and allowing spirit just to use me to rejuvenate. So it has been great so far, and I can't wait for this weekend because I get to be around some water, the beach, of course.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was gonna get to the birthday. Happy birthday!
Thank you, and all the Virgos that's out there. Happy birthday as well.
So, do anything special?
We went to dinner last night.
Nice.
But we're going to do something special this weekend. But shucks, every day is my birthday. Every day is your birthday. So we're doing something is special all the time.
I was looking for the Stevie Wonder "Happy Birthday to You," and I thought, I may get in trouble for copyright, so I better not do that.
Right? No, my mom and my grandmother sung it the same way, and then they had it remixed. So
there you go. Love it.
Yes.
Man, it's been crazy with all this energy from this new moon.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Indeed.
In that, I did post up some bracelets for this new moon energy to help harness it. So I just wanted to share them real quick. Oh, yeah. And you can go onto the website, and these are on the website. They are in stock. We have the confidence, mood lifting, journey protector, if you can read my own way of writing, harmony and inner peace, and myself of rising and compassionate spirit. So these bracelets are available on the website at goddesspower.net. And this will also help you with this, new energy, because, it's a lot of folks that's being triggered by the past, and they don't know how to move in that because they think, wait, I'm moving forward. Yeah, you are, but you still got to deal with this part. So that energy will help you as well.
Super. And of course, they're good all year round, not just at this moon, which is nice. So they'll be wonderful anywhere, and they look good.
Yes, they're colorful.
That's always important for jewelry.
Oh yes, thank you. So, how was your week?
It was busy, a little bit chaotic. We planned to go to New York, and unfortunately, the flooding and everything else. I'm like, oh, this is not good. So we had to cancel and stayed here, which wasn't bad because we had some friends over and we did a little things here and there. So it was okay. I was invited to a premiere of a new movie that it's not released yet, but it's coming out because they invite some folks and they ask us our feedback on what the movie is and we like it and stuff. Anyway, and it was quite fun. It was a British movie, quite fun. I loved it. So
awesome.
I took Michael, and even Michael liked it. I was surprised.
That's awesome.
So that was good. For those who don't know, Michael's my son. 17-year-old. A lot of times I don't like doing stuff with Dad, but Michael from time to time surprises me.
Well, he surprises me as well. So
exactly.
He's so awesome.
And if you notice today, my background is a little different. My usual thing with Sonoran Mystic Tarot, big boldly written across it, is not here because I changed decks. And I've been using this Cook's Tarot deck. For folks who don't know this, there's a deck out there. This is the deck. Look at these images. They're wonderful. And it mixes the things I love the most, cooking and food and tarot.
Yes.
And I saw this deck and I told myself, And then I went outside and said, no, and then I said, no. And then I left and came back. So I'm like, Spirit was telling me I had to have this deck.
You had to have that deck.
And since I have this deck, it has been wonderful. The energy is wonderful. The readings from it have been very good and spot on. So there's a lot of, so it was kind of, it definitely called to me. It definitely had that energy, which is wonderful.
Right.
So, and it's interesting. I did my first set of weekly readings with it. And a lot of people have given me some very positive feedback about the readings, but most importantly, about the deck. They like the deck. So.
Of course. I feel like sometimes the deck speaks, way louder than what we speaking.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And if you're not getting, if the energy is just not there, no matter what you want, no matter what you like to create, if the energy is
Right.
not there, then it's just not there. And you need to check out
Right.
another deck of cards because that deck's not working for you.
Right.
You know.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
so, with that said, we should take a peek at what's happening here in the metaphysical world.
Yes.
Let's start with maybe a sign reading. Those tend to, yeah.
We going in order?
I don't know. I'll let you pick, Madam, Madam Birthday.
How we can remember what we've done. You want to go in alphabetical order like we did the last time?
Oh, that's a good way to do it. So therefore, we don't forget one. You know, I did
Right.
that. I do that for my readings, generally speaking.
Uh-huh.
And for some reason, I always miss one, and usually it's Pisces. I don't know why. I jump from what is it, Gemini, all the way through
Yeah.
to the S's, and Pisces gets left, and I'm looking, I'm thinking, okay, there's 11 out of 12. Where's number 12? And all of a sudden,
Sometimes
ding, forgot.
I feel like I should get a Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Yep. And I'm like, wait a minute. I know I'm missing one. Which one am I missing? Then I always forget about the Capricorn. But y'all are cool too. I mean,
I get my
it's-
I remember them because I'm like I had 2 A's, 2 C's, and 2 S's.
uh-huh.
It's all the other ones in between that get me in trouble, and 2 L's by the way too, Libra and
Oh,
and
wow.
Leo. So it's all the other the stragglers that get me in trouble.
Right.
It's like, oh,
Right.
that's one of the ones. That's one of the ones, not the 2s.
Right.
So we're doing what? Aries first, I guess,
Yes.
and then Aquarius.
Would it be Aries? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so far, the Hangman jumped out, the Six of Pentacles jumped out, the Emperor, and the Strength card. And the Strength card flew. It fell out. So far, there is some sacrificing that needs to happen to receive those blessings. And it seems like that has happened, and that is happening for you, Aries. That the sacrifices that you have made, you are starting to receive, so that you can share as well. Now, the Emperor is your energy 100%, and knowing that you will go to battle, and you are strong. And it's awesome to have the Strength card, that you are standing in your power. You are having that strength, and you are being guided by your ambitions, your the things that you are manifesting in your life. What do you have, Dawn? That's what I have so far.
Well, I see the Lovers card. So the Lovers card, when it comes out, it can mean a few things. It could mean the union of opportunity, you and an opportunity. It could mean a relationship. It could be a new relationship or rekindling a relationship. So in other words, when you see Lovers, it doesn't mean only new relationships. It could mean, again, existing relationships. Then we look behind it, beside it, we have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess, when she comes out, she's fresh and new, and she's and spiritual and open for whatever's coming. So, and then of course there's a Chariot behind it with the 5 of Cups. So it's interesting. For here, it's like somebody's looking for a relationship. Somebody's looking for again, either rekindling a relationship or they're looking for a new relationship, and they're ready for it. The High Priestess said they're ready for it. It's time for it. But they have a lot of pessimism going on, and they got to be careful, because when that pessimism bleeds over to like a date, that's a warning sign. So the cards are saying, hey, as you move forward this, you have to think positively. You can make this happen. The Chariot card said it's going to happen, because the Chariot card is that moving forward, that victory, and so the Chariot card is there. We also have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles, again, is always looking from the outside in. The person is like, I want to be in a relationship. Good morning, Vigera. How are you this morning? So nice to see you.
Good morning.
And then, so when you see the Lovers card, and we're doing Vigera, we're doing Aries. We're doing Aries monthly reading. And so again, this person is looking for a relationship. They're looking for a new love. They're a bit pessimistic because they haven't had success, or they haven't had the right person. but they need to not be pessimistic. They're always looking to the Five of Pentacles is always looking to the other side. It's like the grass is always greener over there, and it's like, okay, you have to focus on what you have on your side, because it's not always greener. It's just you don't see what's going on all the way over there. And then so when you see the Five of Pentacles, you have again, it's like, be careful about that. Be careful. That's the warning as you get into a relationship. Then there's the World card telling you it's going to happen. You're going to find this relationship. And the Ace of Wands, again, newness, new energy, new excitement, new whatever. And it's going to happen probably at work. When you see the Wands card tells you it's work or work related. So you may be at a work event. You may be at work. You may be somewhere around something about work. And that's when this person is going to pop up. And it's going to be interesting because the person's going to pop up around money. So it's going to be around something about money. Money, the news is coming in about money. And when that news comes in about money, when news comes in about opportunity, when the news comes in about something that's going to generate revenue or opportunity or abundance, that's when you know that this is going to pop up. So that's kind of your tell sign. When you start seeing that happening, when you start feeling, okay, I just received information, be on the alert, because the new relationship is going to find its way to you right then. So that's kind of an indicator.
Which is good as well. I pulled like 3 oracle cards as well for Aries. Stepping into stillness, my power is born into the majestic of silence, which is awesome. Proceed softly. My inner power grows in the moment of quietude. So there is a moment of coming back into self.
Are those two the same? Was that you just read 2 cards or 1?
2.
And they both were the same.
Yeah, the same.
Yeah, interesting, huh?
Right. And then, of course, of the last, it is planting seeds. Seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soul of my soul. So this is
Yep.
perfect of the affirmations.
Yeah, it goes right with the Lover's card, with what there's in the Lover's card, and wanting to see it happen and knowing it's going to happen, but being pessimistic and being careful that that pessimism bleeds over. And it's planting that fertile seed, planting the good seed. Right. If you plant that bad seed, you're guaranteed it ain't going to work out so well. You need to be positive. You need to, the Aries, be positive about this. It's going to happen. The right person is there. It's just, you have to make sure that you're sending out the right energy, because if you send out the wrong energy and you get the wrong person, you're not going to like what you get. It's like one of those things, it's affirmations. Be careful what you want, because if you speak it and you're not clear with it, you may get what you want, but it's not what you thought you wanted.
Absolutely.
It's like, I want to win the lottery. It's like, okay, you won the lottery, you got $4. Wait a minute, I wanted to win the lottery. No, you didn't say that. You said the lottery.
You
I gave you your $4.
Absolutely. You got to be very, very clear, because that's what spirit wants you to be clear, so you can know what and be confident in what you're saying, what you want to bring into your life. Absolutely.
Oh, I got a big surprise. I got the I'm 895 followers on TikTok. So
awesome.
It's crazy. I changed over from personal to a business page on that one. And everything slowed down. It's like molasses now. And so I'm like, wait a minute, I'm used to like 10 a day, and now it's like, watching oil drip from a leaky car or something. Like, what is this?
Oh my!
Oh, but I'm getting there. I'm getting close, and then because once I hit 1,000, I can live stream there as well, which is nice. But also, I saw a doubling of my subscribers on YouTube at Sonoran Mystic Tarot.
Yes.
This past readings, I guess, again, so I don't know if it was the cards or, again, these cards are just, I love the visuals.
That's good.
I don't know if it's the visuals or what, or maybe the algorithm is finally feeling sorry for me. It's like, okay, we'll give you somebody. Whatever it is.
Oh, man.
Vigera, would you like a reading while we have a few moments? And if so, by the way, which, do you like a general or a specific? While we wait for Vigera to respond, let's do the next one in line. Let's do Aquarius.
Okay, I already have it up. The King of Wands.
What do you have?
The King of Wands, Death, the King of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Swords.
You got a lot of kings there. What's up with that?
A lot of kings.
Somebody's
And a
coming
lot
to
of
power.
newness that's being ushered in.
Yeah.
So, real quick. So, the King of Wands, off gate is, with Aquarius is, well, for this particular one, it is being that leader, being in that leadership. And in some cases, it can also represent that entrepreneur, the person that is about to set this way for yourself, for your family, and for your loved ones, period. Death comes up. Death doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing, but in this case, it's a good thing of being the old you is shedding away. And you are stepping and being received into this new way. Now, the King of Swords is here, letting you know that you have that clarity, that you are thinking clearly about your decisions, and that you feel and know that the move was right for you, that that things are happening the right way. The path is being seen perfectly for you. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, of course, is being and so into and appreciative of what you have, seeing that your growth, seeing that the seeds that you have planted now is as harvest, and that you are you've brought prosperity into your life. Also, the Four of Swords comes up. The Four of Swords is, in this case, now it's time to rest. Now it's time to recuperate and get right back into what back into you, basically. What do you have for Aquarius?
Before I go to Aquarius, hello and good morning, Hotness. How are you today? Good to see you
Hello.
there. We'll do after we do this reading for Aquarius, if you'd like, we'll do a reading for you as well. If so, while I'm giving this reading, tell us if you want a general question or a specific question, and we'll hit you as soon as we get this here. What I'm seeing here is the Nine of Cups, and again, when you see the Nine of Cups, it's like you said with your nine. It's a kind of sit back, take a breather, and then look at where you are, what you want to do, where you want to be, and where that fits with what you have right now and where you are. So it fits with your nine. I think your nine was Pentacles, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And again, with Pentacles, you have that abundance. Oh, absolutely. Hotness, tell us, you want a general or a specific? If you have a specific question or something, let us know. Otherwise, a general is fine. We'll do that too. But let us know that. Anyway, when you see that nine, it's like, again, with the money, which is the Pentacles, you also have, comes this emotional relief or release, depending on the situation. Because anyway, so it's interesting, the same card there. We have the Knight of Swords, and again, the Knight of Swords is that rash, that quick decision, that just jump right in there. It's interesting because there's a number of swords here, and I think you had a number of swords in your reading as well.
The King of Swords.
The King of Swords, which is that owning your power, and which makes sense because when you own your power as the king, the last thing you want to do is rush in and act impulsively. So this is a warning sign. Be careful as this week progresses, not to rush in, not to make quick decisions, but something new is coming. A new way of thinking, a new way of doing things, maybe even a new opportunity is coming in with the Ace of Swords. The Seven of Cups is like stay focused, which makes sense because, again, if you're rash and make decisions, you can't focus. You need to focus. If you focus on one thing and one thing specifically, then you'll be okay. So the warning signs are here. It's like don't act too rashly. And the other thing is, it's interesting because it looks like there's a decision to be made. Remember I told you about this Ace of Swords, a new opportunity? Well, it looks like here is that you're going to have a choice. So this opportunity is going to give you one of two choices, and you have to make a right choice. But again, make choice wisely. Don't rush in. Don't rush the decision. Think through it clearly, and stay focused. Focus on what you want most. And again, if money is what it is, which was the Pentacles that Shauna had talked about, then money is the decision-making factor. If emotions are important to you, if your fulfillment, it's a psychological thing, then you go with that. When I look here, I see the Ten of Wands, again, which means closure. It's putting closure to work, closure to an opportunity. So maybe, again, you're closing a project, you're closing a job, You're bringing closure to something that you've been working on for quite a long time. It's coming to an end, which makes, again, very good sense because the ace says new. So again, this would be a change card in here. I'm surprised there isn't the change card that pops up here because that would mean change. Then we have the Empress. Again, the Empress, again, fertile, new, growth, development, which makes sense because the ace says something new. So it looks like maybe a new job, a new opportunity, a new project, and again, a new way of thinking. And then the Page of Wands is here. What is the Page of Wands doing? The Page of Wands is bringing in news. The Page brings news. The Page is also antsy. He's itchy. He wants change. He's looking for change. He's not always content with what he has. So he's bringing news of change. And what is that change? We're back here to Ten of Wands, change of a job, which means the ace, which is a new job. You want a new job because you want to do something new. You don't want a new job that's the same job. You want a new job that's going to challenge you. It's going to make you think differently. It's going to make you want to do more. So when you see that Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords is like, this job does not mean just a new job. This job means a new opportunity for me to think differently or to use different skill sets or to grow, which again, the Nine of Cups is like, before I make this decision, does this help me make that decision? Is this going to take me? That's why the Nine of Pentacles that Shauna had and the Nine of Cups here. And that king that you had, again, own your power, own your power. Don't do it rashly. You got it. You had the other king too. You had two kings, right?
Yep, two kings, King of Wands and King of Swords.
There you go. King, again, when you see that King of Wands, it goes back to the business we talked about, back to the change, the power. Own your comfort zone, own your power in your knowledge about your business, own your power. If anything, it's interesting, Shauna, because that king of Swords, you said, right?
Yes.
The King of Swords is a good businessman, but the King of Wands is a good entrepreneur. So it tells you that, again, you're looking at potentially starting your own business, starting your own side hustle, maybe a nighttime job, maybe an online deal, maybe fixing cars on the side or doing some, who knows what it is. Whatever you do, it looks like when you see that King of Wands and the King of Swords, that tells me that somebody's looking at starting their own business. And it's time, and they're telling me here it's time that something starts rolling on that. So don't be surprised, Aquarius, if this week you start your own business or you start moving your business forward. You've been planning it probably already because I'm telling you, when you see this, I'm guaranteeing you've been planning it. It's not surprise. It's just that you finally find the opportunity and the energy to say, you know what? Let's move forward with this.
Absolutely. Now, the two oracles came out. Embrace the future and letting go. So this is perfect of this reading. Stepping into the future with an open heart. Yep. That's what you're doing now. So Aquarius, if you have this as far as then, just literally step into your power.
That's it.
If you haven't already.
Those oracle cards were perfect. I mean, you could not have chosen better cards.
Right.
I mean, it's, again, it always surprises, even though I've been doing this for so long, it still surprises me how the cards, when they want you to know something, they're going to send you every signal. And it's like smacking you on the head. It's like, how many times do you have to hear it before you believe it?
Right. Absolutely.
I'll tell you with this deck and this deck and this deck, and you can clarify with this deck, but I'm telling you the same thing.
Right. I promise you, I'm telling you the same thing.
And I hate it when I don't want to hear it. It's like, oh no, please tell me something different.
Tell you, it make you feel some type of way. You're like, wait a minute, but what did I do? It's like you just got in trouble for no reason. You're like, well, I didn't do nothing. Exactly. That's the point.
Exactly. And so, Hottie, what is it again? Hottie Hotness is asking a question: when they will find stability in their life. How was your week, by the way, Hottie Hotness? We saw you last week online. How was your week this week? Hopefully, it was a good one. What do you got there, Shauna?
So far, I have, what is this? The Three of Pentacles. I had to figure out because I had a little glare on it. The Three of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Sun, and the Page of Pentacles. So the question again is,
my question is when I find some stability in my life, please tell me.
All right. Well, this is coming into where you have the Three of Pentacles is basically a collaboration, working with someone, working with a team, bringing that advice in us to how to move or seeking that advice with others. The King of Swords, of course, look, another king. And then you got the queen right beside it.
Oh.
Right.
The same suit?
Same, yeah.
Oh.
Right. You know, I was feeling you today, so I went with the Writer's Tarot.
I saw that.
Yes. I was like, okay, pulling me back to my roots. Okay. So we have the queen and the king and the queen. So we have leadership here. We have entrepreneur, and then the queen of course is determination and bringing in that warmth and being being on it as well. The Two of Wands is looking to the future, looking into what's ahead right now. Now, the sun you have here, the sun is bringing in nothing but positiveness and that funness, the success that's coming in. And you have the Page of Pentacles that is being and discovering this new beginning, this new I want to say prosperity that comes up, this newness that's coming in as far as in that stability. Boom. What do you have so far?
Interesting read. It's a little bit all over the place, but before I get there, answering the question, Hottie Hotness said decent. What about, I asked about her week, his or her week, and they said decent. What about yours? Hottie Hotness, are you male or female? So we can call you the proper pronoun. I hate to say there. Unless you like there. If you like there, then we'll go with there. But, you know.
Right.
And then it says you look happy and you are satisfied with life, isn't it? The week for us, for me, was good. I had a good week, lot busy. It's a male. Okay, so now we have the right. Anyway, so no, the week was good. Can't complain too much. Shauna had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday again, Shauna. So
Thank you.
Shauna is 20 and holding.
Yes.
And her beauty line is helping with that, by the way.
Of course, going back neutral. And it's crystal infused skincare, so yes.
Exactly. And yeah, no, life is it could be better, it could be worse. You know what happens if again, I don't dwell too much, because if I do, Lord to have mercy, I can find all kinds of reasons to complain, but I don't do it. So yeah, looking good, but I'm glad to hear your week was good as well. With that said, the cards that I see here is Seven of Swords. The one thing that quickly jumps out when you see the Seven of Swords is focus. Somehow you're all over the place. You can't seem to focus. There's a lot going on, a lot of activity around you. Yes, Shauna is a Virgo. Absolutely. He asked if you're a Virgo. Yes, she's a Virgo.
Yes, I am. I'm a Virgo.
Yes, indeed. So Seven of Swords is you're having a problem with focus. You're having a problem trying to find out again your path. You're having a problem because again you're kind of all over the place. It's some of that's insecurity. Some of that is just the fact of being frustrated for a while, and so some of that is like shooting, grabbing at straws. It's like, okay, let me try this. The one thing that I see here is the Four of Pentacles. So money's on the mind. You're thinking about money. Money's a bit of an issue with you, and you want to focus. It's kind of confusing you when you want to make choices about moving forward with your life and making decisions, because again the money is on your mind more, and it kind of blurs your image. The Ace of Cups is here. So the Ace of Cups is like you need to find emotional fulfillment. So forget about the money. That's what they're warning is. Forget about the money. Look to the emotional fulfillment. Find that whatever makes you happy. Find whatever is going to fill your cup. Find whatever is going to make you feel like your home. Whatever home is for you. That space of home that sits in your heart. That time, that feeling like grandma's cookies or something like that. The Five of Pentacles, again, is your longing. You're looking at what happens over there, and you're thinking, I want that. Well, again, as I had said earlier in another reading, is the Five of Pentacles is always looking for something better, but that doesn't mean it's better. They just think it is. So sometimes what you have is actually very nice, but because it doesn't fit what else that image is, So be careful about falling for that. And again, that's a kind of a pessimism question. It's like, be careful about pessimism, because again, you want to find the Ace of Cups, what fulfills you, what emotionally makes you happy. The Seven of Cups is here again. That's all over the place. That's the focus card we talked about. Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups. It's interesting because the Seven of Swords, again, when you see this, the Seven of Swords is also saying there's some deceit. There's something's around you that you don't know the information that you should know, or someone's lying to you, or you've been given wrong information. So you need to be careful with the Seven of Swords when it comes out. That means somebody is around you that you really can't trust. So make sure that you find out before you say certain things. Make sure you know who you're talking to, because you may not like how it comes back to you, because it may not come back to you the way you sent it. So be careful with that Seven of Swords. That Seven of Swords is a nasty, nasty card. It's like the Five of Swords. I hate the Five of Swords, but the good thing about the Five of Swords is they dropped the argument at that point. But the Seven of Swords, yeah, forget it. The good thing is there's a Lover's card, so that means something new is coming. Something new is coming that's going to help to bring that emotional fulfillment. So when you see the Lover's card, it's a union. A union. It could be a union of a relationship. It could be the rekindling of a relationship. It could also bring this opportunity that you're embracing the emotions and you're letting go of some of this resentment and some of this money issues. You're like renewing yourself and saying, you know what? I've got to really find what makes me happy. And the Magician says you can do it. The Magician says you can do anything you want. The Magician says you have the power. All you have to do is grasp it. It's like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. If you tap your heels 3 times and say there's no place like home, you're going to get home. Well, it's kind of like that. The Magician really does have that power in the sense that you can manifest what you want. But again, when we talked about manifesting just a few minutes ago, when you manifest clearly. Say what it is you want, but say it specific. Because again, if I'll throw out the thing, I want to win the lottery. Okay, well, you did. You won $4. That's not what I said. No, that's what you said. It's not what you meant. But you said it, and when you put it out there to the universe, it gave you your $4. You should have been more clear. So as you manifest, make sure you're very clear with what you manifest. And then there's the Emperor. Again, you have to own it. Own your power. Embrace your power. Embrace those wonderful things in you. You have to understand when the Emperor is here, you have to take an inventory. You have wonderful things inside you. You have a strong spirit. You have a strong energy about you. You have many, many, many great qualities. You have to tap them. That's all you have to do is tap them and embrace them, because with this card, it's like you are the man. You're in control, and you just have to embrace this energy. This is a strong, strong, wonderful energy. And when you have that with the Magician, look at that. You put these two together, holy crap, that's wonderful. So this is a really good reading. Most important is go into yourself, find out who's not being honest with you, be careful of focus, stay focused, find what makes you happy, and then push it. Forget the money issues. They're going to be there no matter what. Deal with them, but don't let them drag you down. And then find that new energy in you, that new life, because again, it's embracing that Emperor power, that wonderful, wonderful, strong Emperor power. And can you do it? Of course you can. The Magician says you can. You got the power. What else you have there, Shauna?
Oh, the Oracle cards, 2 Oracle cards came out. First one is Savoring Pleasure. And the second one is Receiving from Angels. So it's being open. So it's just confirmation of the same thing that you said, as well as in the start of this. So it's coming in. It's just, pay attention. Really pay attention.
Exactly. Also, don't forget, everybody, Tea Time with Shauna. Tea Time with Shauna is appearing again. Thank goodness. Yeah. And so, Tea Time with Shauna shows up on which days?
Well, I'm figuring that part out because you didn't like to do it outside.
I put you on the spot. Oops.
You did. Now I have to do a schedule, but I'm trying to do it once a week. Actually, I tried to put it back in the back, and because the weather's so pretty, but right now it's like everybody's wanting to mow their yard, so it's all loud, and and by the time I get ready to do it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so hot. So I'm just gonna suck it up and just do tea time wherever. And on top of that, since you brought that up, I am working on a tea line as well, since I drink tea all the time and love tea time.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be an all herbal tea, and very healthy for you. So I'm excited about that new.
Make sure you include an English breakfast tea, because
Yes.
that is one of my. I know it's so basic and simple, but I
Oh,
love an English breakfast tea. There's
yes.
something about that flavor. The chamomile's fine, the green teas are fine, all that stuff is fine. But
Hmm.
there's something about just a refreshing English breakfast tea that is
Yes.
just so nice, you know?
I mean, oh my gosh, and I can just have it just straight, and it is no honey, no. Just give it to me straight.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want the milk, I don't want the cream, don't want the
No,
sugar. I want it
no.
just like it is, you know?
Right now,
Yep.
I might be a little hyper for a little bit, but it's awesome.
Bouncing off the walls, right?
Man, I'm already high energy, and it's like Bugs Bunny bouncing from one
Yep.
wall to another wall. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing those teas. That would be wonderful,
Yes.
especially
Yes.
when you incorporate it with tea time. That's just so
Yes.
that's terrific.
Yes. I think that would be so awesome. So that is in the making.
Oh yeah, there was one thing I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh yes, I got spanked again. Did I tell you?
Oh, what happened?
Hell yeah, I'm talking a freaking tarot deck, a basic rider weight tarot deck that you can buy over the counter again.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I did a reading on TikTok, and it's my, you know, I said the morning minute, the daily download, and three cards came up, of course. So I pop them up on the screen. The first one was the World card. The second one was the Six of Cups, and the third was a Lover's card. So I kind of in advance, I figured, you know, the last time that I used the Gabriel deck, I got dinged for images from 1887. Yeah, we are friends. We go back a ways. Yes,
We go way back.
absolutely. In Shauna's Arizona days before she moved to Florida.
Yes.
So no, it's interesting. I got the I put an image across what could be considered breasts, right, on the World card. Because I'm thinking, oh, you have, but I didn't think about the Lover's card. Well, the Lover's card apparently got dinged, so they took my video down again for sexually explicit material.
Shut
This
the
is the second
front door.
time, and I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me! What? So again, I appealed. The last time I appealed, I lost the appeal. They're like, oh no, it's sexually explicit. I'm like, wait a minute. These are freaking tarot cards, but this time, thank goodness, common sense prevailed. I think they have like an algorithm that does their, you know, the computer does searches for certain things, and so I guess if little things pop up or whatever, who knows? But so I sent it in, and then thank goodness they had somebody live check it out. You know, when you appeal, they let somebody see it live, I guess apparently, and they went ahead and granted my appeal and put it back online. But I'm like, really, me sexually explicit? I mean, I take tarot extremely seriously. The last thing that you're going to see me do is mess with something that just doesn't make sense, you know?
That does not make sense.
Look at Hottie Hotness. I knew you were a nasty one. Explicit content. Yeah, no, I was shocked. I was like, are you kidding this old man? Really?
OMG. You know, I guess I got reprimanded myself on Facebook as putting my the bracelets up. And they said two of my bracelets were misleading into drugs, and another one was a weapon.
A weapon?
A weapon. And I'm just like, wait a minute, what just happened? How is my bracelets a weapon now? And so it was in review. I put it in review. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this doesn't make any type of sense. How you approve all the other ones, but these two?
Yeah, crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy.
I don't know how they do some of the stuff they do. It just doesn't make sense, you know? And you hear about it. You hear about it. People talk about it often, but Lord have mercy. When it happens, you're like, this. No, come on, really?
Right.
It's like, you got to be kidding me.
I really feel like it's like the computer doing it, and then once it goes into review, you got a real live person that's reviewing it. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like the common sense that plays in. Yeah.
Right.
Hottie Hotness says on Twitch, naked tarot is not allowed, but hot tub streams are strange. Are. And then it says strange.
What?
It's like, I'm not sure I want to see the hot tub streams. I know, unfortunately, people that tend to, what I've seen is that folks that tend to get in hot tubs usually should not be in hot tubs.
No way. Are you serious?
You know, I mean, you want to see the right people in the hot tubs or in a certain body.
Oh.
Instead, it's, somebody like me coming out there with a shirt off. It's like, oh, no, 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 no. Please,
No,
take it away.
no,
Take it
no,
away.
no. No, dog, you can't compare yourself to them, honey.
Let's go to Capricorn. Let's see what Capricorn has ahead of them. Oh, and by the way, my weekly readings will be up hopefully by the end of the day for next week. So anybody out there want to check them out, go for it. I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot of energy, a lot of good stuff coming out of those readings right now. So I just want to mix them up and make them purdy.
And not for nothing, we're about to. Well, we in this retrograde, pre-retrograde phase right now. Just FYI, if that means anything to anyone, instead of going against it, just learning how to work with it.
Hottie Hotness said, you guys should read tarot in a hot tub.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, water and tarot cards do not go well together.
No, it does not.
No, I don't get my cards smudged. I even my drinks are like a distance away in case, because if something spills, forget everything else. My tarot cards go first. I protect them first. You'll see the computer go, you'll see the camera go, everything else, but not
everything go, but not them cards. It's just
not
it's different. It's really, really different. So we're doing Capricorn, right?
We are. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so far I have the Eight of Swords, the King of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Tower, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. So we're starting off a little different. Mm-hmm. A lot of swords, and it's a lot of mind thing. It's like you're in your head too much right now. The great thing about it is for the tower card that's sitting out here, that's standing out right now, is it's not a bad thing in this way. It's meaning that like a new beginning is coming through, but it has to be knocked down, and you're feeling like you have trapped yourself, that you can't see what's going on around you. Now with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is bringing that control back into self. But there's like with that Seven of Swords, it's like someone's trying to be sneaky or with information to help you get, to move forward. The Page of Pentacles, of course, is like bomb energy right beside the Tower, because that is being offered a new opportunity that's coming in, and that opportunity is going to bring in that harvest, that the seed that you have planted, it's coming to fruition now. But it's like you got to get out that head, and you got to get in control of your emotions, as well as letting go of the ego and the pride. What you have so far?
Well, and that's that juggling we see here with these Two of Pentacles. Is that juggling? It's like you got to get beyond it. You got to let it go. There's my Seven of Swords, the same you had. Again, somebody's out there not being honest with you, not giving you proper information. You're just not aware. As you juggle this information, make sure that you find out what this is, because if you're juggling this information based on this person's information, then you're going to be coming from a very ill-informed point of view, and that would not be well. The Star card, again, there's telling you have the energy, you have the idea, you have the right mindset, but again, there's some things out there you don't know. Why? Because again, that deceit that's sitting here. And then the Ten of Pentacles, which is interesting because it's like the Ten of Pentacles is saying we're bringing a closure to something, but this is a good way, because the Ten of Pentacles is abundance, and so it's sitting there waiting for you. You're coming into that energy. But again, you're juggling. You're trying to figure out, how do I get there? What is that? What gets me there? And then you have the Eight of Pentacles here. The good part about the Eight of Pentacles, again, is you have the education, you have the knowledge, you have the experience, you have all the things you need to help you make this decision that you're juggling. But the juggling decision, again, is probably one of those things that are going to, it's over here. Again, that pessimism. It's that, okay, I don't know, because there's these three wonderful things, three bad things about it, but there's two good things about it and whatever. And again, you have to eventually make the decision, but some of those things will be cleared up because, again, you're going to figure out who this person is that's giving you information that's not quite right. The Knight of Swords, again, you don't want to rush in. You don't want to make a bad choice because of impulse. You want to make sure you understand completely. And then the Nine of Wands is here, and the Nine of Wands is like, okay, you have a lot of things that you need to stop and pause, put on pause, and look over and say, okay, because again, with all the stuff flying around, with all this information, you need to make sure that you are choosing, you're choosing the right information in which to make this decision that you're juggling. So again, pause. Take a moment, make sure you find out all of the true information, make sure you find out everybody you can trust, ignore the information you can't trust. And again, you're going to do well from the decision based on what you already know, what you've learned. Use your basis of knowledge, use your basis of experience to choose to make that decision. And the other thing that's, when I see this many pentacles, that it tells me is that when you make this decision, money is going to be a factor. So money is going to be one of the factors you have to use when making this decision. So there you go, Capricorn. That is what I see and what Shauna has seen. You have some oracles there, Shauna?
Yep, I have 3 that came out: planting seeds, step into stillness, and letting go. Now, what's so great about this is with the letting go is you have a decision to make. And with the 2 fishes, as well as going with the flow, really surrender to what is best for you in this decision. And once you do, it's going to be abundant for you.
Absolutely.
Emotionally and financially.
Yes, I think so too. And I think there's an emotional component here that is probably equally as important, because when I saw this, it's like there's something lacking. There's a lacking there. There's something. I get this energy of kind of like an emptiness, a hollowness. That even though a lot of Pentacles was there about money, it was like there really is a feeling of needing something more, of a longing, you know. So, I did a reading the other day, and I did it was crazy. I did a psychic reading, of course. I was doing a psychic reading, and somebody asked me to do one, and I said, well, we have a free clinic. We have a free clinic on the first Sunday of every month. So I did about, I think it was 8 or 10 readings, 8 or 10 psychic readings. And they're crazy. They're crazy in a different way, because when I do them, these cards are wonderful. They're lovely. I mean, but they're a crutch. They can be a crutch, because the reality is that sometimes Spirit talks to you, and this kicks off the conversation. So if I pull a card up, I'm like, okay, we'll jump from there. And then Spirit just starts talking to you. But it kind of gives me a distraction or a starting off point. When the psychic reading comes, I don't have a starting off point. The person sitting in front of me, I never saw him in my life. Everybody I read for, there was only one person I read for that I'd read for before. All the rest I'd never seen before. And so it's interesting. And then you have that confidence feeling. No matter how many years you've been doing it, you sit there and you're like, okay, I've got to start. Where do I start? And of course, when I read somebody psychically, I look around them. I don't look directly at them, because I'm looking for their energy. I'm pulling that energy. Right. But it was crazy. The most amazing thing happened. When I sit and read, I read based on, with my 2 legs down on the floor, and my hands usually on my knees or something, or something else like this. But I don't close my core, because if I do, then I block the energy. And we're going to be doing Cancer, so you can start shuffling for Cancer if you want.
Okay.
But anyway, so I'm starting to do the read, and I crossed my leg. And I thought, wait a minute, that's weird. And I even mentioned it to the lady, and I said, that's really weird. I've never done that before. And I said, let me think of why I'm being asked, why that I was compelled to do that. And I said, you're putting off a lot of energy. You have a lot of energy. And I asked her, we were talking, and I said, you probably do. You probably have done or do something that uses a lot of energy. And I said, and she said, yeah, she was a Broadway actress. And she left Broadway when it shut down, of course. and she hasn't gone back. But of course they're reopening. And so I was talking to her, and I was picking up. I told her before she told me she was a Broadway actress. I mean, this is, I pick up the energy. I read for her. I tell her everything, and then I say, okay, now tell me what resonates. And that's when she said, yeah, I'm an actress. I'm a Broadway actress. She said, I was on stage and I loved it. And I said, yeah. And I told her about her throat. I told her some issues there she was having, and sure enough, she was having those issues, and she told me about that. And I told her what was going to happen. And so she's like, oh my gosh, and I told her, I said, and now I'm starting to belch, and I said, I don't know, but I'm telling you, you have a problem here. And so when we're done, she's like, oh, I do. And she explained what it was. And I'm like, okay, we're good. Because I was really feeling myself. I'm like, this is weird. So anyway, so then, hello, beautiful soul. Hey, thank you so much. Athena said, hello, beautiful souls. Athena, I was just talking about some readings. We're doing very well. I was talking about some psychic readings I was doing over the weekend, last week on Sunday. And so, Athena, if you want, we can do a reading for you. But and as soon as I'm done, we can do that. If you want a reading, let me know if it's general or specific questions. Okay. So anyway, so I read like 4 other people, and then another woman sits down, and she was talking to me and chatting, and then a general reading. Okay, super. We'll get right to it then. So anyway, so the woman sits down and she starts chatting with me, and she said, "Can I have a reading too?" And I was like, "Of course." And so, and it's a free reading. We do free psychic readings and free healings on that healing clinic day for people who may not have the means or whatever. So when the woman sits down, the very first thing I do, my leg comes up. And I said, now this is weird. I even told her, I said, this is weird. And I said, this has never happened to me till today. And a few people ago, I did this. And I said, and when I saw this happen, I thought about it. I went, what's going on here? And I said it was this actress and, somebody who was on stage and whatever. And so I said, don't give me information. So I read for her and I told her, and I said, you're in the right place. You were in the wrong place. You're in the right place. You need to be moving forward with this and so forth. So I asked her what resonates, and she said, well, you're right. I'm an actress. I'm a Broadway actress. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Isn't that crazy? Out of 10 readings that I had, the 2 that were Broadway actresses, both I reacted the same way with that foot coming up because the energy was so strong from them that they're used to putting it out on stage. And so I was like, I think that was a general thing. So so now I'm like, from now on, anytime somebody sits in front of me and I do that, I'm going to ask, are you an actor?
Right. Like, because, what's going on?
Yeah, because that's how we learn our language. That's how we learn our dictionary, or whatever you want to call it, is that spirit teaches us that certain symbols, certain things mean certain things as we learn our readings. So I learned that one clearly that day. But can you imagine to sit there and do readings and have 2 Broadway actresses who do not know each other? I asked them, I said, yeah, that's the other one. Did you know her? She said, nope. They didn't know each other, and yet they wound up in the same area, generally speaking, and on the same day at the same place.
That is amazing. That it really is amazing.
Yeah. So, and it's funny because one of the actresses, I told her that she needed to go back to Broadway. That's where her path is. And unfortunately, the other actress was like, no, that's not where your path is. You need to be elsewhere. And you had other things going for you. So, crazy. Athena, this is your reading. We're going to give you a general reading. Excuse me, I had something in my throat there. And I got my Just Spiritually Speaking mug back with me. I
know that's right.
That group. What do you got anything yet, Shauna?
Yes. So while we were shuffling, I didn't know which way we were going, but Spirit just had me go ahead and pull. So the Knight of Swords, the 2 of Wands, the World, the 6 of Cups, 5 of Swords, and the 4 of Pentacles. That's what I have so far. Now, do you want me to go ahead?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Since it's a general reading, so far it's like with this particular reading, with the Knight of Swords, a lot of times the Knight of Swords is all about being hasty and being action oriented and moving. But in this case, it's about communication. There is a decision that needs to be made. Now, the great thing about it is, which is I love when Spirit shows you signs, it shows you things. Now you have the Two of Wands that came up, and what he's holding is the world, and right beside it is the world that comes up. So that's saying in this aspect there is some travel. There's a decision that need to be made as far as in traveling in this particular sense. And that with the Six of Cups is you have it's like almost you're being given something. It can also be a reunion in some sort. Now the Five of Swords comes up, and this can bring conflict, because no one likes to see the Five of Swords come up at all. And it feels like someone betrayed you in a sense, and with that energy around. Also with the Four of Pentacles come in of a tight hold over. Do you have the Four of Pentacles?
The Five of Swords.
The Five of Swords. Oh, okay, that's what came up. Also, it came up for you too.
Yeah.
So there's some communication that's going on in here, and there's some decision making that needs to happen. With the Four of Pentacles, it's like this tight hold over something, like you don't want to let go whatsoever of this, like, and it's making you feel worried of what to do next. What do you have, Don?
I have, well, of course, the King of Cups, confident energy, confident, somebody who's comfortable with themselves, confident in themselves. The Nine of Pentacles, somebody who is at this point looking and trying to kind of take an inventory of themselves and what they got going on, because there's a battle going inside them or going on around them that's kind of coming to a conclusion. And it's a battle that's based on something that is something, as I see it here, something to do with, again, emotional energy. So there's something that is brewing. That's something has happened that's caused them to rethink, to understand. It's gonna make them. It's having them to do like an internal check, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Again, an internal check to figure out where they want it, what they want most, what again is happening here. The Three of Wands, when you see the Three of Wands, and of course the Knight of Cups, again, we go back to the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is, again, moving forward, making that motion. This is something that's moving forward. It's kind of like in this case, you would see it as like a Chariot card, but the Knight of Cups is moving forward emotionally, again, because it's like you're getting ready to expand yourself into a different area, a different possibility, and it's going to bring you some emotional fulfillment. But there's, again, it's that the reality is you have to be careful not to be paralyzed by decision making. Make the decisions, do with them. You have to own your power. That's the point. When I see that, as I look at this, because you have the Page of Swords here, and the Page of Swords, again, is saying that you're getting news about something, which is, again, a change in the way you think, a change in the way that you do things. The Three of Wands is sitting there. The Three of Wands, of course, telling you very clearly that when you've thought about it, you planned for it, now you're getting moving. So that makes sense, because as you said here just now, that you're getting ready to start a new job. This makes sense because you've been planning on it. So now you're making that leap. But again, there's some things that have to be put to bed here. Again, there's some drama, some conflict and whatever. But again, I'm thinking this is kind of internalized conflict. That is you trying to figure out, again, what it is you want most, and is this going to bring me that? So the good part is again, you've taken the time to stop, look at it, to say, okay, the nine, that's what the nine does. When the nine's there, the nine's saying, okay, let's take a peek, let's review where we are, let's look at where we're going, how we're going to get there, are we on the right path? Again, it's about a path situation in that sense. So you feel like, am I making the right decision? Which is, again, what we talked about in that sense. So, but you are making the right decision. The Ace of Cups says, yes, you are. You're coming to a new emotionally fulfilled obligation, a new emotionally fulfilled place. And be careful. Again, the one thing they're telling you is be careful that as news comes in, make decisions. Be careful not to be the hanged man. Be careful not to be stuck.
Right.
Just make a decision and then live with it. You own it. You have the power. You are the king. You're the king of cups. You can own it. You can deal with it. So that's what I'm seeing.
So the oracle cards that came out is communicating freely and, of course, exceeding expectations. So it's all coming, and what you're seeking is there. It's just being patient, but being in a mind frame of having that patience, of you being open to receive it and communicate these feelings that you're having. The more you hold it in, the crazier your mind and these emotions is going to attack you, where it's going to feel like an attack. But just go in it with a open heart and open mind, but also just be careful in a sense.
Yeah, and again, Athena, it's going to happen. This is, right. You talk about the workplace and you don't want to stay long. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Again, you've already put the stuff in process. Now it's going to be, now it's going to happen. Again, you planned for it. You did the work. It's going to happen. Be patient. Again, there's too much drama where you are. That drama will be going, right. It's what's driving you. But again, the Ace of Cups. Again, this new opportunity is going to be fulfilling. It is coming. So be patient. Be patient. Because it's coming, and then, again, the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is telling you you're getting news. News is coming, and the news is going to tell you it's going to help you think differently, feel differently, which again is that change in job, change in opportunity.
Right.
So
because you got the world here.
Yep, the world card.
The world card. Yep. I mean, that's perfect. That's travel. So it's letting you know that you are moving.
Yep. In
this aspect of into the new.
Yep.
So it's there, and it's crappy that you have to, but it's what the universe is letting you know. They taking care of things in the back, so it can be perfect and perfect timing for this position to happen, or this newness to happen for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go, Athena. Hopefully that helped you. Again, stay patient, stay vigilant, keep working, and move forward. And again, don't buy into everybody else's drama. Stay out of the drama. Let them. That's them. That's on them, not on you. And most importantly, keep the faith. It is coming through for you. It may not be went on your schedule, but unfortunately, as you know, we live on divine time. And divine timing is not our timing. And sometimes they mess with us. They're like, okay, you wanted it when? I don't care.
Nope, it does not matter. And here's the thing at the bottom is the Nine of Swords. So this is also letting you know this is affecting the way you sleep and the way you need to rest, because this is on your mind. But communicate, let it out. Talk to someone, or even get a journal and write this down. Talk to spirit. Get this out of what you're feeling, because it is like eating at you.
Yeah. But most importantly, when you see this and in the way you're thinking now, is make sure you just don't own it. Don't own their mess. Don't own their stuff. Again, the King of Cups is saying you have your own righteous ability and power. And stay within your own power, stay within your own thinking, own your emotions, let them have their crap. Don't buy into it, because again, when you buy into their mess, when you get around that mess, it can, if you're not careful, you can absorb it. And I'm going to teach you one thing, Athena. One thing that I'm going to teach you is, and we're going to do an exercise real quick. And is this? It's a gold light exercise. What you're going to do is you're going to visualize a gold ball in front of you. Okay, so I want you to stop for a minute. Take some deep breaths. You're going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And again, breathe in for like 4 seconds. Hold it for 4, breathe out. Do that for 3 or 4 cycles. And then in front of you, with your eyes closed, visualize a gold orb. Once you have that gold orb, and I'm doing it quickly, I'm not doing it, I'm just kind of explaining how to do it on your own. But you're going to have that gold orb in front of you, in front of your face, in front of your eyes. Your eyes are closed, but you visually see that orb. You're going to take that orb, and with your hands, you're going to reach out and you're going to pull that orb, and you're going to stretch that orb. And you're going to place that orb on your head as if it was like a helmet, but it's going to come all the way around. And then what you're going to do eventually, once you have it all the way around and you're breathing properly, you're going to take it and stretch it, and you're going to visualize stretching it across your body and all around your body. So that gold light, that Christ light, that protection light, that energy light, the God light, that whatever light, whatever higher power you want to put on it. The point is, it's a gold protection light. Once that gold is around you, then you're going to take it and you're going to push it out. You're going to take and push it out a little bit. And you're going to create this sphere around you. So when I say sphere, I mean circle. Sphere as in not fear, but sphere around you. And that sphere is going to protect you. And with that, do that every day before you go to work. So when you walk into work, that all that negative crap, it bounces off of that sphere. It does not get to you. Don't own their crap. Don't own somebody else's mess. Own your own, but don't own theirs. So take that energy with you. And if you forget what I just said, you can always check out my Twitch page here, Twitch channel, because this will be up on repeat over and over again for a few weeks. So this will be there. You can always fast forward to this segment and go through that procedure. But believe me, take that, do that before you walk into your workplace. And when you walk in, all that negative energy will not come through. You're going to send out, and most importantly, with all that gold light, you may send out positive energy and change their behavior. Who knows?
Right. Now, I think she's just right. I'm going to try. Now, I'm going to tell you my favorite quote. There is no try. It's either do or do not. And that is Yoda. Okay. Yep. I'm Star Wars.
Oh, no, it's true. Absolutely.
And that is the ultimate thing. When you say try, you still opening the door for that energy to come in. So there's no more try. Just don't. It is either don't or do. So in this case, don't allow that in, and develop that golden light. I mean, it's your armor. Yep. You don't want to be shot with, you can choose to put on this bulletproof vest, or you can go get shot. So, I mean, that's a crazy analogy, but it's the same thing in this case.
And we teach that, they teach that, I teach that to people who are empaths as well. Because sometimes empaths cannot even go into a situation where it's very social, because they pick up everybody else's energies. Yeah. And so I teach people to do that to help them with their empathic abilities, because when they do that and they walk into a social setting, they can move around and not absorb all that energy. And I've had people come in and they're like, oh my God, it's been such an amazing thing, because part of it, again, is owning. Your mind has to own it. You have to own it. And then once you own it, you can then control it. So that's the thing.
Matter of fact, that's so amazing that you said that, because the bracelet I have on right here is the repel negativity. So with these crystals, that's something extra as I use as a tool to protect my energy, because I feel like the more I'm diving deeper into myself and connecting with spirit, that I am super sensitive. And I like to have fun and like to be out and be sociable, because that's my personality and that's me. But I don't want to absorb, and I can't. So I refuse to. And in that sense, I protect myself. Yeah.
And Athena, one other option is you could always reach out to Shauna via her webpage, and she can create you a piece of jewelry that would look wonderful, and nobody would know what it has, but it has powers to help kind of block some of that negative energy as well. So where when you put that on and you wear it, that will help you as well. So you can always reach out to Shauna and have her make something like that. That would be wonderful.
Yes. So
with that said, Shauna, I think we're out of time. I can't believe an hour has passed already. Can you believe it?
I know.
It's like,
let me just say this. I do like your candle, the sage and the selenite that's sitting there. Like, hello. They made an appearance today, so I appreciate it.
Yeah. I figured I wanted something to kind of bring some more energies in, because it's been there's a lot of energy around me right now. And I need something to kind of keep me centered, because it's like, man, I feel like I'm all over the place. I feel like I'm the Seven of Swords. I mean, the Seven of Cups,
The same as like being kind of like, okay, I know I need to rest now. I don't know what to do, or no, I need to do this, and this, and then I'm like, okay. By the time I want to start doing it, and I'm like, I'm checked out of it. Something else distracted me, or I blame it on that anyway.
I hear you. Lord knows there's times where I know I need to get something done, and I'm damned if I'll do everything else but that.
Right. Absolutely.
It's like, really? Come on. And you too, Athena. Thank you so much. You have an amazing day as well.
Thank you, Miss Athena.
We always enjoy you popping in. Don't forget, every Thursday, 8 to 9. We're doing this. 8 to 9 Pacific Standard Time.
Yes.
Until they change.
On the East Coast, it's 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. Yeah, exactly. There you go.
11 a.m. So.
Well, Shauna, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. One more time, show us those beautiful bracelets that you talked about.
Oh, this is for the new moon energy, to be harnessing it, to help harness it and help you maneuver through these
Take one
bracelets.
off and bring it closer so we can see it.
Oh, okay, awesome. Let me just do this one. So this is the confident one.
Look at
confidence one.
Love those colors.
Or,
beautiful.
right, the colors. This is carnelian. This is labradorite, opalite, and I got some hematite in it. No, I have some pyrite. And the green aventurine. So,
oh my goodness.
Yes, that's if that doesn't say confident, then I don't know what that is.
There you go, Athena. You need that one.
yes, ma'am. But these are available on the website at goddesspower.net. So, and it's under Intention Crystal bracelets. And with that, it comes with affirmations, and it gives like a little description of what this bracelet is all about for you. And there's other jewelry as well. But like Dawn said, I do custom. So if you having, something going on and you want some help, there you go, to set these intentions. This jewelry will help.
And then don't forget the beauty care products. Everybody, you need to be looking at her beauty care products. Yes. They're amazing. There you go.
The body butter is back up. This doesn't stay very long because everybody loves it, and it lasts for a while. And then, of course, the facial wash is back up as well.
There you go.
Yes.
So hit that. What is that website again? Remind them.
goddesspower.net.
There you go. And I'm Sonora Mystic Tarot. I am on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Free weekly, monthly, and daily readings out there. Lots of free content. Also, my website, Sonora Mystic Tarot, you can always book a private reading there directly, or message me at advice@sonoramystictarot.com, advice@sonoramystictarot.com, and I can arrange a private reading that way too. But with that said, we are done for the day. Thank you, birthday girl.
Thank you. This is another birthday gift. I appreciate it.
Always so good to see you. Tell your husband we said hello from Arizona.
Yes, I sure will. It's quiet in here. He's gone for the day, so that's really good.
Oh, Mama's home alone. Woohoo!
Yes, and she get to be creative.
Have you ever noticed that when you pick up the computer to do like a Zoom reading for somebody, or you pick up the computer to do a live stream like this, or film readings of any kind? Everybody is around and every noise is there. It'll be quiet otherwise. But when that happens, all of a sudden, in and out and up and down, you're like, okay, where were you all about 10 minutes ago because you weren't here?
Right, like dang, I could have swore, and I was like just waiting for him to slam the door from the garage and all that other stuff. I'm just like, oh my gosh, just please don't. I was like, oh, he's not here yet. Good, I still get to play.
Exactly. It's funny because I'll have them come in one door and then out the other and open and shut. And then our bulldog, she comes in and she'll come over and she's breathing heavy, and it's like, oh my God. And the microphone picks it up and I'm like, that wasn't me. That was my dog. It's like, somebody get that dog over there because it's making all kinds of weird noises, and that is not my noise.
That is hilarious. Oh, Lola. She just want to make an appearance. That's it.
Oh, and she does. Well, we'll talk later, Shauna. Thank you so much. Yes. Everybody, don't forget to check us out every Thursday, and we'll be back again. And don't forget to check us out on our websites, as we talked about it, sonoramystictarot.com and Sonora Mystic Tarot on the social media pages, and Goddess Power.
Yep, goddesspower.net.
And also on the social media sites, it's
Divine Goddess Power 888.
There you go. Remember those. They're great for you. We're a great source of information, and we always like helping you guys. So don't forget to reach out to us. We'll take care. Everybody have a great one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.